In the previous class, we have solved the problems on local attraction. In today's class also, we are going to solve one more problem on local attraction where the forebearing is given in the quadrantal bearing system or the reduced bearing system. How to convert it and all, we are going to see it, and we are going to solve one more problem on local attraction, and we are going to see what is magnetic declination and all, and on that we are going to solve one problem. Okay, now here in this problem, the bearings observed in the traverse with the compass at a place where the local attraction was suspected are given below. Okay, so here we need to find out the uh, the corrected bearings where the local attraction has been suspected. Now in this case, they have given the bearings in the case of your quadrantal bearing system. First of all, we need to convert all these things into the reduced whole circle bearing system, so that we are going to get the angle in terms of 360 degrees, and we can calculate the differences between them, and we can find out the solution for the problem. So in this problem, they have given the bearings in the quadrantal bearing system. Fore bearing is 45 degree 30 minutes east, south 45 degree 30 minutes east, and back bearing for the line EB is north 45 degree 30 west. So BC, it is south 60 degree east, and it is north, it is north 60 degree 40 minutes west. CD is north T degree 20 east, and south is 5 degree 30 minutes west. And here the south is it is 85 degree west, and the north is 83 degree 30 minutes east. Now we need to convert all these quadrantal bearing system into the whole circle bearing system, and previous classes itself we have discussed how to convert the quadrantal bearings to the whole circle bearing system. Formulas we have already discussed, but again I'll show it now. South 45 degree east. Now south 45 degree east is how we can convert it by using the formula 180 degree minus reduced bearing. So 180 degree minus 45 degree 30 minutes, we are going to get 134 degree. So the fore bearing is 134 degree 30 minutes, and then the south 60 degree east. So again we are going to have the formula 180 degree minus your reduced bearing system. So it is 120 degree. North 3 degree 20 minutes east. So again whatever the reduced bearing system is there, that itself will be the whole circle bearing. So 3 degree 20 minutes. Now south 85 degree west. So what is the formula? It is 180 degree plus reduced bearing system, that is 285. Okay. Now here again back bearing also we need to convert, because it is not, if we directly if we write whatever the fore bearing, whatever we are going to get, if we are going to add plus 80 or minus 80, then again we will be getting these back bearing readings wrong. So what we need to do is we need to convert first. We cannot directly write this, because all these are having some local attraction. We cannot directly write whatever the fore bearing is there to that minus reduce 150 or plus we will be doing the mistake. So again the back bearing, this is having the local attraction, it is not, you can see the difference, it is not exactly 180 degrees. So again you need to convert whatever the readings are there, you need to convert it into the whole circle bearing system by using the formulas. So it is 45 degree north 45 degree 30 minutes. So the formula is for 360 degree minus 45 degree 30 minutes. So we are going to get 314 degree 30 minutes. So north 60 degree 40 minutes west. Okay, again we are having the formula 360 minus reduced bearing system. Okay, so we are going to get 185. Then south 5 degree 30 minutes. So 180 plus reduced bearing. So 185 degree 30 minutes. Now north 83 degree 30 east. So whatever the whole circle bearing system, reduced bearing system is there, then again we are going to get the same reading over here. So we have done it over here. We have calculated our reduced bearing system. Similarly I have transferred it here. Okay, now here whatever the readings I have got, over here, I have written it clearly over here. Okay, so 134 degree 30 minutes, 120 degree 3 degree 20 minutes, 265 degree, then back bearings, corresponding back bearings are over here. I have converted here and I have written it clearly over here. So first, as I have told in the local attraction problem, what you need to find? You need to find the difference between the whole circle, the forebearing and the back bearing. So wherever you are going to have 118, this minus 134 degree 30 minutes minus 314 degree 30 minutes, you are going to get 180. Then again here, if we reduce this, these are the readings, corresponding readings. So here what we are going to get is the station AB. Okay, station AB are having the exactly 180 degrees where there is no correction is required. So accordingly, from these particular values, I have drawn the closed traverse, and then I'll tell you which are the corrections that we need to make it. Okay, so 134 degree from A to B, it is 134 degree. Then B to C, it is 120 degrees again in the second quadrant. Then C to D, it is in the first quadrant. Okay, 3 degree 20 minutes first quadrant, and then again D to A, it is again in the third quadrant, that is 265 degree, exactly very near to 270. So it is again comes in the third quadrant. So here from A to B, right, A and B stations, whatever the readings from the A and B stations you have taken, it is exactly correct, right? So we need not to do the changes for whatever the readings we have taken from the A and B closed traverse. Now A and B closed traverse, what reading you have taken? Forebearing of the line AB, right? Back bearing of the line BA. Okay, so this and this are exactly correct because 180 degrees. Again, the forebearing of the line BC, it is correct, but the back bearing of the line CB, it is not correct. We need to change it. It is not correct because here the difference, we are not getting it as 180 degree. We need to change it over here. Okay, so back bearing of the line BC, CB we need to change. Then again CD, right, forebearing of, again here we are not going to get 182 degrees. So forebearing and both the back bearing of the line DC we need to change. So this and this need to be corrected. Then again DA, forebearing of the line DA, C and D we need to, whatever the readings from C and D are we are going to get, it is not correct. So we need to do the changes for it. So 265 degree and 83 degree 30 minutes. So we need to change it. Now again DA, right, back bearing of the line DA. Now what is the back bearing of the line DA? You are shifting your compass to A and you are going to see the back bearing of the line DA. So here it is also a correct reading. So we need not to change over this particular reading. We need to change 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 reading we need to change it. Okay, now we will see how we can do it. Okay, as I have told, the forebearing of the line BC is correct. We should not change it. But the back bearing onwards, all AB, back bearing of the line BA and forebearing of the line BC, we need not to change. But here it is back bearing of the line BC is not correct. It is not 180 degrees. So we need to change it. So how we can change it? See, 120 degrees plus 180 degree, we should get the back bearing as 300 degrees because 120 degree plus 180, we should get the back bearing as 300, as I have told, right? If it is less than 180, what we should do? We should add 180 to this. So what we are going to get? We should get a 300 degrees. Okay, the corrected back bearing of the line BC is, we should get 300, but we have got 299. So what is the formula? The observed back bearing, observed reading, correction, error at C is, to find out the error at C, what we should use the formula? The observed value minus corrected value. So we are going to get the corrected value as minus 40 degree error is there. That means minus 40 minutes shortage is there over this particular reading. So what we should do? We should add plus 40 to this particular value. When we are going to change the line CB reading, then again the forebearing also has to be changed. So that we are going to see. So here plus 40 minutes we need to add. We will see how to do that change. Okay. Now corrected forebearing of the line CD is equal to, corrected forebearing of the line CD is this one. If this is changed, then obviously this has to be changed because the what you have done here over here now, CB from station C, you are going to keep a compass and you are going to measure the lines back bearing of the line CB. But here when this is changed, obviously this forebearing also has to be changed. So we are going to do the correction at the CD. This we have done it, we are going to keep it as 300. Okay, then CD we are going to change the CD. So corrected forebearing of the line CD is 3 degree 20 minutes plus how much shortage is there? 40 minutes shortage is there. So we are going to add it. So the corrected forebearing line CD is 4 minutes. It is 4 degrees. So the corrected back bearing, now corrected back bearing is again, since it is less than 180 degrees, what we need to add in order to get the back bearing, right? Here we have done for the line CD, right? Forebearing of the line CD, we are going to we have made it as 4 degrees. Okay, so when this is 4 degrees, obviously this also has to be changed. So what we are going to add? We are going to add plus 180 to this. So here what we have done? Here we have added 184 degrees. So corrected for back bearing reading of the line CD is how much? It is 185 degree 30 minutes. Okay, so again what we need to, this is what the back bearing is 185 degree 30 minutes. The back bearing is 185 degree 30 minutes, but the corrected back bearing is 184 degree. We should have it. When this is changed, right? When the line CD, the back bearing is changed. Okay, this is the line CD. Okay, when the back bearing is changed, obviously the forebearing again it has to be changed. So what we need to do is again forebearing has to be changed. So error at D. Okay, now observed reading is how much? 185 degree 30 minutes minus corrected reading is how much? It is 184 degrees. So how much is the error? It is 1 degree 30 minutes extra is there, right? So what we should do at the back bearing, right? What we should do, how much should be the correction? Minus 130, minus 1 degree 30 minutes. Here 1 degree 30 minutes extra is there. So we need, in order to have the correction, we should reduce minus 1 degree 30 minutes to the previous reading. So corrected forebearing is equal to observed forebearing plus correction. So it is 265 degree, right? Whatever the observed forebearing is there, it is 265 degree, but the correction how much we are going to apply? 1 degree 30 minutes. So it is 263 degree. Now the corrected back bearing of the line DA, right? The corrected line back bearing of the line BA is, it is already checked. It is 83 degree 20, 83 degree 30 minutes, right? So here what we are going to do? We are going to make it as, right, 263 degree 30 minutes minus 180. So it is the check what we are going to do over here. So it is coming up to 83 degree 30 minutes. So it is already checked. So again whatever the readings, whatever we have got it, we are going to write the corrected forebearing and back bearing, right? We are again going to convert it into the quadrantal bearing system by using the formulas. So this is what we need to do it. So this is how we can convert the local attraction problem if even the whole circle bearing is given, how we need to convert it, even if it is given in the quadrantal bearing system, how we need to convert it, and we have solved the local attraction problem by the two methods. See, in the notes I have given the different problems on local attraction. You need to practice it. Again, you need to practice it from the different textbooks, right? Until and unless you won't practice, the things will not become, will not be simple. You need to practice it several times, then only the things will be made easier. You need to have a practice of by the different problems. Now we are going to see one more concept, that is what is the dip. Okay, what is the dip or declination? Okay, the inclination of the magnetic needle is called as a dip, right? Now whenever there is an inclination of a magnetic needle is going to occur, that we are going to call it as an dip. Now we will see what is the concept of the magnetic declination. See, already I have told you what is a true meridian, what is magnetic meridian, right? If you are going to have what is magnetic declination is the horizontal angle, this angle between the true meridian and the magnetic meridian. This is your true meridian and this is your magnetic meridian. Whatever the angle is in between them is there, that we call it as a declination. Okay, that this particular angle we call it as an declination, that is called as an magnetic declination. If the north end, right, if this is your north, this is your north, if the north end of the needle points towards the east, if the north end of the needle, if it is going to come towards the east, right, east of true meridian, that we call it as a declination. Whatever the angle we are going to get, that we call it as a declination. And if it is towards the west, then we are call this particular, suppose if this declination is towards west, then we call it as a declination is towards west. We are having one small problems on this that we are going to see. So that is the reason why I am discussing all these things. Okay. Now determination of true bearing, right? All points, now problems on a declination also you are going to get one or two problems. Okay. All important, what is it, how to determine this true bearing, that we are going to see. All the survey points are plotted with reference to the true meridian, right? As we know that we have discussed what is true meridian, and whatever the survey we are going to do, we are going to measure those angles with respect to the true meridian. Since the direction of the magnetic meridian at place changes with the time, right, the true bearings of the survey line can be calculated by using the following relation. If you want to calculate the true bearing, then we are going to use the formula true bearing is equal to magnetic bearing, that is plus or minus declination. Now when we should use plus, when we should use minus, that we are going to see. Now use positive sign when the declination is towards east. This particular point is important whenever we want the true bearing, and if the magnetic bearing is given and if the declination is positive, then the declination should be towards the east. If the declination is towards the east, then we can use the formula positive in order to find the true bearing. If the declination is towards east, then we can use positive sign, and if the declination is towards the west, then we should use the negative sign. This thing we need to have in our mind. If the true bearing, if the declination is towards east, then we should use positive sign. If the declination is towards west, we should use the negative sign. Now determination of magnetic bearing. Now if we know the true bearing and the magnetic declination, and then the magnetic bearing of the survey line can be calculated by using the formula magnetic declination is equal to true bearing, or magnetic bearing is equal to true bearing plus or minus declination. Now again here you need to give a concentration. We are going to use a negative sign if the declination is towards east. If we want the magnetic bearing and if the declination is towards east, we are going to use the negative sign, and if the magnetic, if the positive sign is there, positive sign we are going to use when the declination is towards the west. Exactly it is opposite, right? Exactly it is going to be opposite of this. You need to remember when you are going to have the true bearing calculation, and if the declination is towards east, you are going to use positive sign, and you are going to use negative sign when it is the declination is towards the westwards. Okay. Now the determination of the magnetic bearing, here what we are going to do, magnetic bearing is equal to true bearing plus or minus declination. Negative sign is when if the declination is towards east, and positive sign is when the declination is towards the west. Now we are going to solve one simple problem, right, on the declination. Now if the magnetic bearing of a line is 62 degree 30 minutes, what is the true bearing of the line if the magnetic declination is? Now here you need to find out the true bearing, right? Here you need to find out the true bearing if the magnetic declination is 3 degree 45 minutes west and 4 degree 10 minutes east. Now what is the formula? True bearing is equal to magnetic bearing plus or minus declination. Now when you are going to use plus sign, when it is towards the east, when you are going to use the negative sign, when it is at the west. So we will solve for the first case. True bearing is equal to magnetic bearing minus declination. Why minus? Because we are going to find the true bearing and the declination is towards the west. So it is 62 degree 30 minutes minus 3 degree 45 minutes. We are going to get it as 58 degree 45 minutes. Now we are going to see true bearing. Now what is true bearing? True bearing is equal to magnetic bearing plus declination. Now why plus? Because it is towards the east. So that is the reason why we are going to use it as a true bearing. It is 66 degrees 40 minutes. Now this is the simple problem that we have solved on declination, and we have seen what is the magnetic declination. The true meridian and the magnetic meridian has been already known to you. Now in the yesterday's class, right, we have already solved this problem. Okay, determine the which stations suffer from local attraction and compute the values of the corrected bearing. This problem we have already solved it, right? We have already solved this particular problem. Now in this problem there is one condition. If you want to see again the explanation of this, then you can go to the refer to the videos, and in that videos I have done till the simple problem of local attraction. Right, if you refer the previous videos, you are going to get that. Right, now till this I have done the corrections. Now in this problem itself, they may give you, right, determine the which stations suffer from the local attraction and computed the corrected bearings. In this problem itself, what they can give you is, suppose considering the declination is towards of 5 degree 10 degree east. Okay, now these are the corrected, your corrected 4 bearings, right? These are the corrected 4 bearings that you have noted it down. Okay, so to this, whatever the corrected bearings that you have written it over here, right? Whatever the corrected bearings you have written it over here. Now you can see that the declination is towards the east, right? So corrected bearing, what you are going to do? Again, since it is towards the declination is towards the east, you are going to add plus to this particular values. Okay, so 5 degree 10 minutes you are going to add it, and you are going to get the true bearings. Okay, now if the true bearing, if the declination, if it is going to come in the problem, whatever the corrected bearings are there, whatever you are going to get it, for that you are going to add again 5 degree 10 minutes, whatever the values they are going to give, that you are going to add